It is here. No matter where you are in central Ohio, rain, snow, or ice can be found. But NBC4 is working to keep you in the know, from your most accurate forecast to tips for staying safe. Good afternoon. We thank you for joining us first at 4. I'm Jennifer Bullock.
And I'm Brad Johansson. Tonight we are delivering team coverage. We have crews talking to ODOT and AEP about what's being done to keep the roads clear and the lights on in your home.
First, though, Chief Meteorologist Dave Mazza is here in studio with the very crucial forecast. And Dave, this is still very much an active storm.
Yeah, it's been incredible to see how long we have had a prolonged period throughout the morning and into the afternoon of continued sleet falling here in the city. Now, we've got ice to the south. That is a major concern, and snow, a lesser but still a concern to the north and west. So tonight, you notice that line that basically is across I-71 where we have that. We've picked up nearly 2/3 of an inch of moisture today, and almost all of that has fallen as sleet. So about an inch of sleet on the ground, very compacted out there. If this were all snow, we would have at least half a foot of snow on the ground already, but this has been falling as sleet. And you notice that line gets a little bit heavier across portions of the state right now, especially just off towards our immediate west and southwest of the city, across portions of Madison County. So as this continues to move towards Franklin County and the colder air starts to catch up, we could potentially start to see that changeover with some of this ice changing over, the sleet, I should say, changing over to snow as we head through the evening hours tonight. And that is going to be problematic. Again, winter storm warnings continuing for most of the area with ice storm warnings to the south. We'll track this hour by hour coming up in a few minutes. But first, NBC4's McKenna King has been riding along in central Ohio this afternoon in the Storm Team 4 Mobile Weather Lab, sponsored by the Waterworks. And McKenna, I can only imagine it must look terrible outside this afternoon.
Yeah, Dave, it doesn't look good, that's for sure, and it's just continuously getting worse as this storm continues to track southeast through the state. But what we've seen for the most part throughout the last several hours is sleet. Want to get you a live look at what we're driving through right now. We are headed south on High Street, and you see the roads are just covered in white, and this is all just sleet accumulations over the course of the last several hours. We've been out here since about 11 a.m. and we've seen sleet all afternoon, and we're continuing to see sleet falling here in Columbus. We're starting to see more of that sleet mixed in with a little bit of snow as we see this transition, so it's kind of interesting to see. But the roads for the most part have stayed, they're not real slick, which is good news. We haven't seen that freezing rain since a little bit earlier today, but I did step out on the sidewalks a little while ago, and there is a sheet of ice kind of under this covering of sleet, but we have seen some measurable amounts of sleet. You can see that off on the sidewalks here, and the roads are just kind of slushy at this point. So not great out. Of course, this turns to ice as temperatures continue to track down. Not a good situation, especially as we head into the evening hours. But for now, we are live in the Storm Team 4 Mobile Weather Lab, sponsored by the Waterworks, and I'm going to send it back to you guys.
All right, McKenna, we'll check back with you. Thank you. If you do have to be out tonight, road crews across the area are working to keep you and other drivers safe, certainly as safe as possible. NBC4's Dan Perlman joining us now.